Welcome to the first episode of the 814 Crew podcast. What's up, guys? How are you doing?
Not too bad, not too
What's
bad.
up?
I'm doing good.
All right, why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourself since this is the first episode.
My name is Skaggs.
I'm Piggy. I'm Captain Coke.
And I'm Top Heavy. So we'll get right into it. We're going to be talking about different things, different adventures of the 814. And I understand Captain Copenhagen and Piggy, you got something to start us off with.
Well, actually, first I'd like to talk about just what this page will be about. And pretty much we'll talk about anything really that happens and anything current that we see interesting.
Girls, parties.
Yeah,
Feminism.
pussy. Obviously, pussy. Pussy's the number one thing we're going to be talking about. Everybody likes pussy. Even if you're a girl, I feel like you still like...
You'll definitely, yeah.
Yeah, you still
You
like
dig
pussy.
You're
a
going to
little bit.
experience lesbianism.
Like, you might not do it now, but 5 years, you're going to be getting you some beaver, let me tell you.
All right, well, so we got pussy on the list. Anything else?
Just everything.
Parties.
Parties,
Getting
fucked up shit in general, right?
drunk as fuck.
That weed.
all right. So, Captain Copenhagen, why don't you go ahead?
Alright, well, I think it was like last week, me and Peggy and a couple of our other fucks, we were cruising around, and we ended up at this party, right? And it was kind of fucking gay. There was like 6 people there. And then, like, all of a sudden, we're standing around this fire, and it was hot as fuck, like, way too fucking hot for a fire. But then this truck starts, like, pulling up.
The Chuggarooski.
They call it the Chuggarooski, right? This old, shitty, like, red Dodge. It's fucking all jacked up, white trash shit. Like, it was fucking 2 feet off the fucking tires. It was huge. And they're coming up the driveway, and we're looking at them, and those drunk fucks, they were all fucking plowed. They put a picnic table in the bed that they stole, and there was probably about 6 or 7 people sitting in this picnic table, and they're just ripping around the yard. So we're like, what the fuck? And they get out, and they were all wearing cowboy boots and jorts, and most of them didn't wear shirts. So it was just kind of a fuck situation.
They're all covered in mud because they just got done mudding.
Oh my god, they smelled like fucking horse shit.
And then we started talking to some of them. They seemed pretty cool, but like, it was just getting...
It was like too, like, I don't know, I felt really out of place. Like, some of them were cool guys. Like, the one guy, he was telling us about how he, like, knocked out some black dude in front of the one bar in our town, and he was like, yeah, I was carrying my 357, which is like a revolver, and he's like, apparently you're not supposed to carry those in bars, and then he just stopped talking, put both of his fingers up, and said, fuck you, please.
Yeah, he did it like at least 3 times.
Yeah, like that was his
like,
signature thing. Like he just stopped talking,
Pull
and
up
then
the
he just
birds.
fucking double birds, like "fuck you," whatever he was talking about. Like it was hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what else happened?
It was just like it was too much for me.
Right when we got there, like one of the kids that was already there, he's kind of chubby, but he comes out of the house. He has like one of those VR headsets on. I was like, oh god, what's going on? And he's screaming out, he's like, you guys gotta see this, you guys gotta see this. So like, we're all just taking turns putting this on. And I'm like, from my point of view, everyone just put it on, they go, oh, and they take it off. And I was like, oh god, what can this be? So I put it on, and I look around, I'm like, I was just like in someone's like kind of room, and I was like, what's good bad about this? And I looked down, and like, some girl was just giving me a blowjob. I'm like,
No,
what is
she
going
wasn't just
on?
giving you a blowjob. Like you looked down and she was like attacking your dick and like scratching your stomach. Like it was weird. She's like talking dirty to you and shit.
Like a week
And
ago.
this kid, like, he's loving it. He, like, throws it on, and he's running around. He's like, it's fucking awesome. Like, it was wild. Like, it was one of the weirdest things. Like, don't get me wrong. I like getting fucking white trash wasted, but there comes a point when I like to draw a line, and that line was definitely crossed that night.
All right. Well, I was actually just looking on Twitter moments because we don't have that many things to talk about. We don't write a script. This is all uncut, and so I was seeing there's more issues about police shootings, and there's assigning body cams now. What do you guys think about that?
That's fucking bullshit.
Fuck the police.
No, I don't like. Okay, some cops fucking they're dicks, but if you think about it, like I watched this video of a black lady getting tased. She was told to stay in her car. She got out of her car and started like yelling, "Why are you pulling me over?" And he's like, "Ma'am, get back in your car or I'm gonna fucking tase you." And she's like, "I have my rights." She kept bitching, so he fucking tased her. Everybody was in an uproar. But if you just respect what they're saying, they're not gonna fucking just shoot you on sight. Like, they're not that fucking screwed up.
Fuck the police.
Alright.
All right, Skaggs not like the police. Fair enough. Oh man, so Piggy, anything else to add? You haven't said anything about
Yeah, you
the
know-
police issue.
I have to do a little bit of community service right now.
You did some time in the slammer.
No, I had no time in the slammer. I had to do a little community service. I didn't have a life jacket. Shut the fuck up. Pretty
Got-
hardcore stuff.
He's
I
getting
know.
a teardrop tattoo.
Yeah, he already got his teardrop tat. He's legit as fuck.
And, you know,
got caught not wearing a life jacket on the river. Shit happens.
yeah, I was pretty pissed off, but you know.
Oh, man.
No, Piggy's fucking, he's like crazy. He's retarded
Yeah.
sometimes. Like, we were at this house party, and I showed up at like 10:30ish, and I walk in there, and Piggy's like drunk as fuck, and he's just eating this loaf of bread. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, if I eat this bread, it'll soak up the alcohol, and then I'll be sober. And I just kind of like looked at him, because I was sober. I just got there. Everyone else was fucking wasted. And I'm like looking at him, and I was like, you can't be that dumb. And he's just fucking, he probably ate 4 or 5 pieces of bread that night. And I was just looking at him in amazement, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I couldn't believe it.
I remember right when you got there, you hit me for whatever reason. I don't remember what it
Oh,
was.
dude, I fucking bitch slapped him, right? Alright, so they made a pizza, okay?
Oh,
And they made a pizza, right? And, like, I'm kind of watching them because they were all, like, fucking, like, little children at this point. That's how fucked up they were. I was babysitting. And I pull the pizza out of the oven, and I set it down. I turn around to get a pizza cutter. Fucking Piggy's already got one. And, like, literally, it is sitting, like, half on the fucking counter, half off.
No,
So-
it's on the stove. It's just like it was raised up a little bit, like you know, like.
No. He's
You understand?
He's dumb. He's dumb. Okay, literally, it was teeter-totting on a fucking tabletop. So if you would have touched it on the end that was overhanging, it was just gonna fall. So what's the dumb fucker do, right? He just slams down the pizza cutter into it. It does a complete fucking flip and just blows up all over the floor. Crushes into like 1,000 pieces. So I just literally like turned around and I fucking cold cocked that bitch. I smacked him right across the face.
I was laughing, but guess
I
what?
was so
We
pissed.
still ate the pizza, so it's okay.
The pizza was fine.
The pizza fucking blew up.
And then a little bit later, my buddy Skaggs showed up.
Yep, and got to smoking that weed, got to drinking that drink, and
I remember at one point, you were standing in the living room, and I was talking to these 2 kids that just showed up. They're a couple years older than us, and they were wearing boots and jeans and sweatshirts. That's what they were wearing. And Skaggs walks into the kitchen where we were talking. He's holding a blunt in his ear. Like it's stuck behind his ear. And he's double fisting beer. And he walks into the kitchen. He like stops and turns and like tilts his head and looks at us. And he's like, "Ah, fucker, that was Cowboys." And like, I just looked at him and I was like, "Okay, Skaggs." And then he's like, "Well, I'm gonna go smoke his blunt." And then he just walked away.
I can't tell you how many times I've seen Skaggs with a blunt behind his ear. It's the way he like to roll.
mostly joints, you know.
Fuck
Not that
pencils.
good kush, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, I like to get high, that's for sure. But, yeah.
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 Not much else to say.
Well, we're running on 10 minutes here, so what else? You guys got anything else?
We definitely have
I
other,
mean,
we
we-
definitely have other stuff to talk
I mean,
about.
We have other stuff to talk about. It's just like hard to like think of what we actually want to
Yo,
talk
what's
about.
up?
No, you can't take a phone call
What?
right now.
We're on a podcast.
This is not edited.
No, I'm over at a place.
Excuse
No,
me.
no, no,
It's gonna be
Fuck,
edited.
now it's fine. We gotta cut that.
Oh man.
Hey,
Yo,
you want to
hang
give
up
me
the
some money
phone.
then to do this one?
No.
Alright, leave it just out on the countertop. I'm gonna be home pretty soon.
I'm
Alright.
not cutting it. I'm just gonna edit my name out. We're
Just
just
like,
gonna
yeah,
leave.
like put it like a bleep.
What?
Like a censor button.
Why'd he call you? I don't think I'm in trouble. Alright, peace out.
And we're back.
Yep, we're back.
back from a skag break.
Am I allowed to smoke up in here? What?
No.
That'd be sweet though.
All right, maybe outside.
Maybe, probably not.
Well, another story.
Another story. We got a bunch. I mean, I could tell.
Are you
Oh
calling
my
me again?
god.
Okay.
This
Alright.
motherfucker's gonna keep
Um,
taking phone
we're
calls.
good.
You wanna? Ooh, we can talk about Gowdy. That one was fucking crazy.
Alright, well.
The one where you got to fight in. You got in a fight.
Okay, fight is a loosely used word. I would not call it a fight.
You got bitch slapped by
All
four
right.
locos.
So after our prom this past year, there was a party up in a town next to us, and there's a lot of people going up there, and
We had a fucking keg.
we had a keg, and you know everyone's drinking and doing them and whatever, and Captain Cope was dating this girl, and then this kid just came in and started being a douche and whatever, and you know how that
Stole
goes.
his girl.
Stole his girl,
Okay,
bitch.
she cheated on me.
Cheated on him. Alright, well. And this is about 3 or 4 months after this happened, and to the table,
I was
and
drunk as fuck. I just
he was wasted, and he
I
just
drank 2 Four Locos before this.
and he just points him out and calls him out and is like, I'm gonna like hit you, I'm gonna fight you, and the kid kind of just like shook it off and like didn't even act like he was listening, but everyone else got up from the table, and it was just Captain Cope at the end of the table just looking at him and was like, if you don't get up, I'm gonna punch you, like no matter what, even if you're sitting down or you're standing up, I'm gonna punch you, so you might as well just stand up. And this went on for about 25 minutes, and Captain Cope was telling him that he was gonna hit him, and he just wouldn't get up, so Captain Cope just ran over to him and punched him right in the side of the face, you know, really clocked him one.
Okay, I gave him a warning though. Like I told him. I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Dude,
he got a
I'm gonna
warning.
fucking punch you in the face. Like it's gonna happen. And he just looked at me and he's like, Nah, dude, we're good. And I kind of like looked around and I was like, I told him.
And so when he punched him, the other kid grabbed the Four Loko off the table and turned and tried to whip it at him. And we aren't really too sure if it hit him or not, but it was like a full Four Loko. And then Captain Coke proceeded to grab him and put him up against the swing set, and then took him to the ground and just started throwing punches in at him. And then after a little while, you know, we grabbed Cope and Captain Cope off of the kid, and then Captain Cope was sitting there, and I was trying to calm him down.
No.
And the
No.
girl was walking
Oh my
by,
I heard it was his
and
sister that
Captain
pulled you
Cope
off.
and Captain Cope called her a slut, basically like almost to her face. Like she definitely heard it.
Okay, this is like out of context because like the fight was all legitimate. Like I remember getting hit with the fucking Four Loko, but then like after that, I don't know if I closed my eyes or what, but I just remember like I was like I hit him and we were locked up. Then I remember seeing like the wood on the swing set, and then the next thing I know, like I was just in a full Nelson, and there's like 6 people surrounding me, and they're like, "Dude, you need to calm down." I was like, "I'm pretty calm right now. Like I'm good." And then like Skaggs is like talking to me. They finally let me out of a full Nelson so I can actually stand on my own. And Skaggs is talking to me, and he's like, "Hey man, like that was pretty fucking cool, but like you can't do that. Like we're good now. Like everything's good." And he's calming me down. And then one girl was like, "Hey, like you really scared her. You can't do that." they were talking about my ex-girlfriend. And then I just happened to see her, and I was like, fuck that slut. And then, like, she started crying, and, like, everyone was freaking out. And then I just looked at Skaggs. I was like, hey, let's go get some more fucking keg beer, man. And he's like, all right, let's do it. And that's pretty much how it went. I mean, it was funny. I mean, the sad part is there's, like, 2 guys that tried to pull me off, and then my fucking sister just, like, grabbed me by the shirt and ripped me straight off. Like that was kind of sad.
2 guys couldn't pull you off, but your sister, she got you.
She got me, dude.
All right. So on the list of best fights, would you put that or the time that Piggy tried to fight a tree? Which one do you think was better?
When he tried to fight that tree, that was pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he almost had him in the first round, but the second round, that thing fucking blocked him, dude. Like, all right, so I'm gonna tell the story because Piggy probably won't, because he's kind of mad we're even talking about it right now. His
Sorry.
face is like,
Sorry, Piggy. We have to talk about
Pissed
it.
about it.
his face is like locked in right now. Like,
Oh, I'm pissed.
So, like, a bunch of shit went down, like, his fucking, I don't even know if they were dating or what, but this slutty-ass bitch kept, like, cheating on him and shit, so then he's finally like, I've had enough. And he went down to her house, and ironically, like, she was with another guy at the time. So he just flips the fuck out, right? And he just takes a walk. He's so mad he goes for a walk. Like, you know you're pissed when you go for a walk. And he ends up fucking, like, landing a right hook on a fucking tree. And I guess one wasn't enough, so then he threw it like 6 or 7 more times.
3 times.
3 times.
He's
total.
a fucking idiot.
Yeah, he's a
He
fucking
fucked up his hand.
Cut all the skin off his fucking hand. He looked like a fucking spag the whole next week at school. And it was awesome.
And I still got a scar on my knuckle.
That shit was so funny. I remember when that happened.
Damn.
So, Piggy, anything to comment about that story?
No.
No.
How about you, Skaggs?
I actually have a new subject to talk about. Wait, what's your name on it?
Top heavy.
Well, you see, Top Heavy back in the day when, you know, he was first trying to land chicks, you know, new school and everything.
God, we cannot talk about that story.
Yes!
Wait.
Oh, I forgot.
Fuck this story. I fucking hate you guys for this shit.
Well,
Oh, man.
Colton, you can,
Man, this had to be.
Take
This
this
is
one.
3 fucking
First
years.
off, thank you, Skaggs, for reminding me about this. I completely forgot. I don't know how I let this, like,
slide through.
this slide through my thoughts. Like, it is such a great story. So Top Heavy, right? He just moves here, and he, like, finds this chick. She's kind of cute. I mean, she's chubby, but, like, she's all right. I mean,
Skype.
I wouldn't fuck her, but, like, he was all game. Like, he wanted to get his nose in that puss. And,
Obviously.
Wait, how old were you?
I think
We were both in 8th. We were all in 8th grade.
8th grade, right? So, you know, he's horny as a motherfucker. He can't keep his dick in his pants.
14 years old. Yeah.
So-
Fair enough. Fair. Hey, I was not the only one that was like that when we were in 8th grade.
Yeah, the difference is we actually got the pussy, though. So, anyway.
I ended up getting. It didn't take me that much longer afterwards.
That's not the story.
Fuck you, Piggy.
So he's like talking to this chick, right? And she thinks he's a little bit creepy, which I mean.
I did come on strong. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
I had a
okay.
thirsty
I'm gonna tell
14-year-old.
what happened. I'm gonna tell what happened, and you just tell me if you think coming on a little strong is the best way to describe
I'm
it.
gonna be honest.
Because
I don't know
I'm
what's
gonna
going on.
describe it. I'm gonna compare it right now to like a fucking freight train hitting a brick wall. 'Cause I feel that's how it came across. But if you think it's a little bit strong, I want you to just to tell us if you think it's a little bit too strong, as Top Heavy describes it. So he's texting her one day after school, and like, don't quote me on this, but pretty much what he said was he was gonna pull her shirt off and then put a ring on her finger with his mouth.
No.
Yes.
I'll tell you what I said.
can
I'll
ask
tell
her
you
to
what I
this
said.
day.
What about the nipple thing?
What nipple thing? You tell me about that.
No. What I said, it was misinterpreted. What I said no.
Say that you want to pull her shoe and suck on her nipple.
Oh, dude, I don't
No.
know.
What happened was.
Another thing that happened
Oh
was
my god.
during school, I believe this was, he went up to the same girl and said that he wanted to rip her shirt off and suck on her nipple.
No, what happened
Yes,
was no. What happened was it was like that, but it was misinterpreted because what happened was first off we were not in school. Actually, we're on a FaceTime, right? and like me and this chick, we were actually getting kind of far. Like we never did anything physically, but she was like, I wouldn't say dirty talking, but she was like kind of leading me on with it. And then then she was like, so when we hang out, what do you think we would do? I was like, well, I don't know.
I'm gonna rip your shirt off and suck on your titty.
No, I was like,
That's the best way to approach it. Like, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna fucking rip your shirt off, bitch. I'm gonna suck on that fucking tit like I'm angry at it.
But anyway, so what I said was, she was like, what do you want to make out? And I was like, yeah. I was like, we could make out. And I was like, then you could take your clothes off and I'd work my way down, is what I said. And it wasn't.
What she told us. And anyways, I don't know why you want to take her shirt off. First off, she had fucking traffic cone titties, right? Like, she wasn't a very small girl. She had that little, like, fucking, they look like mini traffic cones sticking out, dude. Like,
her high beams were on.
All the time.
Yeah, looking back on it, I shouldn't have went after that chick either way.
And he would totally do it again, though.
No, I wouldn't. Just because of how much of a cunt she is now. With her fucking liberal ass.
I had another fucking story about Top Heavy, but I forget it now. It was
A lot of stories.
It was a great one. It was really good. It was fucking, like, it was fucked up, but I can't remember it now. It'll come to me. Give me a second.
Well, is it the one that I just showed you?
No.
Some cabin fever parties.
Oh, we could talk about. Wait, we're going on 21 minutes here.
I want to tell another Top Heavy story. Actually, I'm going to talk about Piggy because I feel like we haven't talked about him enough. And the whole point of this was for you guys to kind of, like, get to know us a little bit, know what we like what kind of makes us tick and shit.
What we like. I like ripping girls' shirt off and sucking on their titties.
He likes cone tits.
Like,
That's just how Top Heavy
I love
is.
myself some good cone titties.
I could tell you a story about can titties.
You have cone titties?
Yeah. Okay, in case you guys didn't know, Skaggs currently is working to break a world record. It's a pretty big deal. Would you like to tell them what you're trying to break?
Well, I'm trying to break the longest nipple hair record, which I think right now my one is probably good, maybe 3 inches, but the record's 5. But I think, some focus, some hard work, I think I'm going to be able to work it up there. So,
hard work makes the dream work, dude.
if you see me in like the World Guinness Book of World Records or something, give me a shout out, say whatever, but I'm just doing me, so we'll just see how that goes.
All right, well, I'll tell you guys what. We're going on 23 minutes. We can end it here. That way we get the first episode done at 25 because I don't want to go over that, and we can record the next one right away. So if you guys want to keep talking about some stories with Piggy and Top Heavy.
Yeah, I think we'll end this one on this note right now, and hopefully you guys found it interesting, and if you didn't, then you can just fuck right off. That's all I have to say.
Oh, yeah, if you guys did make it to the end, make sure to like, subscribe. We are going to be trying to do these daily, so that, and also this channel.
We'll have better stories to tell.
This-
yeah.
yeah.
We don't want to scare you right off the bat.
We don't really know how to approach this yet, but once we get a little more comfortable with you guys, we'll be.
Yeah,
we'll be all squared
like
away.
you don't if you're having sex with somebody, like you don't pull out all your fucking bag of tricks on the first night. Like you gotta save that shit and keep them hooked.
Especially the fucked up ones, right? So
Yeah,
so
the
we're gonna
fucked
save
up.
out the most fucked up stories we got for you guys once you guys are really hooked on a channel. But with that, we're gonna let you guys go. Piggy, you wanna say goodbye?
All right.
Bye.
See you guys later. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Peace out.